You know what time it is. It's your boy Aquaman, always bringing y'all the DeFi gems. Yo, today's DeFi gem topic is again and going forward, always on this channel, will we be talking about Metallicus' entire ecosystem, whether it is Metal Blockchain, MetalX, the Loan Protocol, XPR Network, Metal Pay, XMD, the entire ecosystem, which so happens to be BSA compliant, is going to be my super hyper focus on this channel going forward. So today, what I wanted to point out is how big this relationship is with Temenos and Metallicus, okay? So Temenos, this is their website, all right? And if you know, you've been following along, you know that Temenos has put Metallicus loud and clear on their website. And same thing with Metallicus. They came out with a press release stating that they have now partnered with Temenos. And the writing is clearly on the wall because what I'm about to show you guys, nobody's being shy on either side, and especially Temenos, okay? And you'll see in a second here what I mean by nobody's being shy. So Temenos is modern banking simplified. Empower your staff with smart technology, streamline your operations, and deploy future-ready solutions to modernize your bank today. So Temenos has financial institution relationships, okay? They have big boy relationships. This is business to business, okay? And they are always coming forward to their clientele, which are these institutions, with new solutions that are aligned with the new technology of today, Web3, DeFi, blockchain, the whole nine. So these guys are going to be going to their institutional relationships and offering them new solutions. One of those solutions on their list is Metallicus. And if you've seen a video that I've done on Temenos and Metallicus a couple weeks ago, you'll see that I pointed this out on the Temenos website, right? So no one's being shy. Temenos, loud and clear, they are going to be using the Metal Blockchain, WebAuth Wallet, Metal Pay API, Metallicus as a whole. And Metal Pay API is a plugin for these institutions. And they got screenshots of everything that they're going to be using, right? So it's not like here we got a relationship with Metallicus and just let us guess, how the relationship is going to go. No, these guys are going to offer every solution that Marshall and the team over there at Metallicus have built. Metal Blockchain that gives these guys the capability to have their own blockchain, have their own stablecoin. Metal Pay, an on-ramp and off-ramp that has KYC, AML built into it. Same thing with WebAuth Wallet, not to mention it's all open source. What? And shout out to the homie, Junior. If you're not following Junior over on X, give him a follow, especially if you want to start your own Metal Blockchain node. Reach out to my new homie, Junior. He helped me put together my node, and we've actually become pretty good friends now along the way, but shout out to Junior. If you want to learn how to set up your own node, your own validator, reach out to him. Amazing guy. And I don't know why it's saying to follow back. I already follow him. I don't know if you guys deal with that with X as well. But yeah, whenever I click on somebody or sometimes it'll say follow back and I'm like, I'm already following him. So yeah, but give him a follow, run your own node. Shout out Well28 Club node. It's active right now. I just renewed it. It's going to be active until January 28th, and that's when I'll have to renew it again. But there's a ton of room. There's available space, 266,000 metal that could be potentially deployed onto this node. So, yeah, but back to the juice, though. Temenos, all right? And I'm giving him a shout-out because he shared this link with me, right? which I had already seen this on Temenos. And then yesterday, when Junior was helping me set up my like renew my validator and showing me the ropes, he was like, yo, did you check out this link? And I was like, no, what's this link? He said, yo, check this out. I open it up and I'm like, yo, this couldn't be any more clear. So let me just take you through because this is really exciting. So this is on the Temenos' website, okay? Loud and clear. Build the future. Build on Metal blockchain. Metallicus, Metal blockchain. Every financial institution needs a blockchain, it says here, right? Launch your own blockchain on Metal. Compliant, secure, and always with full control. Launch your own blockchain with Metal blockchain consensus and enterprise blockchain deployments platform with highly scalable crypto ecosystems. Yo, are y'all seeing this? What's possible with Metal blockchain? Oh, an open programmable platform for decentralized applications. No way. Yo, you guys have to understand, Temenos' institutional relationships are looking at this like licking their chops. Marshall and the team have made it extremely simple for these guys to start their own blockchain and have their own stablecoin and have their own dApps. You guys are seeing this with your own two eyes as well, right? High performance capabilities is giving you all the ins and outs of how the Metal blockchain works, all the perks of it. Digital identity trading, document tracking, debt financing, digital currencies, web authentication. Multi-sig as well, right? Multi-sig. And then look how they got this right here, letting these institutions know, hey, you can have your own blockchain and have your own stablecoin. And look, they got it side by side with USDC, XBUSD, USDT. Have your own stablecoin side by side with all the other stablecoins in the game. Not to mention, when they add that stablecoin, it's going to get added to this basket. It's just going to make the XMD token that much more stronger. Build on the foundations of compliance. Everything in here, compliance. While Marshall was focusing on the back end 10 years ago, and everybody was focused on the front end, he was getting the compliance, the unsexy stuff situated and completed and done. Fast forward, they've been working on now the front end. But guess what? The back end, which is compliance, they've already done all that. They are the only ones in the game to have completed the compliance side of things. Everybody else is talking about how regulatory clarity or we're waiting. No, the Metal blockchain, the Metallicus team is compliant right now today. You guys are seeing this. It's giving them the breakdown. This is on the Temenos' website, yo. I could only imagine whoever Temenos' sales rep is, or, just contact to these institutions, they're probably having sit-down meetings with this nice presentation. This gets me pumped. And let me show you guys something else real quick. Because you guys know, I started talking about XRP a lot. I still got a bag, I got a bag of XRP still. But if you know me, you know Metallicus has my heart, because I'm only rocking with the BSA compliant stuff now. If you're not BSA compliant, don't holler at me, all right? And holler at me until you are, period. Because I'm here to protect my bags. I'm here to protect my wealth, right? And check out what David Schwarz is saying. This is just August 13th, a couple days ago. Check out what David Schwarz said. He said, we've been seeing more and more players in the payments and stablecoin space launch their own blockchains. Okay? To me, that's a clear sign that the market sees blockchain as core financial infrastructure, something we've believed in and have been building toward on the XRP ledger for over 13 years. Okay. He says, launching a blockchain is hard. Well, not the way Metallicus and Marshall have set everything up. They're making it look quite easy. So saying launching a blockchain is hard is, David, I guess that's from your perspective and that's your opinion. That's not necessarily true. He says building an ecosystem with developers, liquidity, trust, and real-world usage is even harder. Well, let me tell you something, David. These institutions, that Temenos has relationships with, right? These institutions that Temenos has relationships with, well, let me tell you, they already got liquidity. They already got trust. They already got real world usage. All they need is a team of developers and a plan of action on how to create their own blockchain and stablecoin. And you're hearing it from the horse's mouth that these guys want their own blockchain. They want their own stablecoin. Who is going to build that for them? Who is the only one in the game right now in this present moment, August 15th, 2025, who is BSA compliant? I rest my case, y'all. I rest my case. And you can continue to read this on your own time, but he starts talking about permissioned validators and permissioned blockchains. That's all multi-sig stuff that Marshall and the team figured out long ago. We don't have that problem on this side of the fence. We're not having the smart contract hack problems on this side of the fence. Marshall's already solved all those problems. The problems that David projects on to the entire crypto ecosystem as if it's him and everybody else that have these problems. Well, when you're paying attention, and I've been paying attention, I've been really listening, I say BSA compliance is the king right now. And if you are not BSA compliant, who knows where you're going to end up. And like I said earlier, Marshall and the team focused on the back end, back when compliance was not sexy. He was focusing on that side of things. Now fast forward, he's the only one in the game that's BSA compliant. And now he's working on the front side of things. And the front side of things is actually, in my opinion, based on where we're at now, hearing about all this compliance regulations coming, well, the ones that are aligned with this are the ones that are going to be out the gates winning. Because I come from the cannabis industry here in California. I was in the game since 2013. 2019 came around and I'd already seen compliance and regulations were coming in. So I aligned myself with a distribution company that was already paying attention on how to become compliant with the packaging so that we can put our products on all the shelves of all the legal shops. And guess what? For a good 60 days window of time, we were the only ones that were compliant. We flooded every shop. Every shop was hungry for flower so that they could sell to their clientele, their book of business, the demographic that would go to their shop. So who do you think is going to win a majority of the liquidity in this game? The ones who are aligned with compliance. If you're not aligned with compliance, I don't want to hear you. David Schwarz himself says it on stage. Ripple can't even use the XRPL ledger because they are a regulated institution and they can't take a risk on a platform where it could possibly be hacked by terrorists. Well, let me tell you, the Metallicus ecosystem does not have that problem. To get into that ecosystem, you must KYC. You must KYC. So, listen, I didn't want to... This video really turned into what it turned into. I had to keep it real. Do I still hold some XRP? Yes. Do I hold as much? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But either way, I'm still winning. Either way. XRP goes up, I still got a bag. I still got my fuzzy bear. I'm still going to be okay because I know compliance at the end of the day is going to be king. And I know if you're not compliant, you're going to run into some problems. And I feel like in the next coming months, we are going to see a lot of crypto projects having massive problems because when they come down with these regulations, I feel like they're going to come down pretty tough and you better, play the rules. Otherwise, you're going to get fined up the ass. Millions of dollars, depending on probably how much money you got on your protocol, potentially. I'm just thinking, because that's what they did in the cannabis industry. They would give people fines if they went into the shop and they came in and they seen stuff that was not compliant on the menu, you got fined up the ass. Thousands of dollars. It would hurt some of these shops. So, buy this dip, y'all. Not financial advice. The Metallicus ecosystem has a nice little pullback right now. you can really get in at some discounted prices. You know, don't make the fatal mistake and just pass this information off like it's nothing. Because I'll tell you something, over a year ago, I was telling people to buy the loan protocol. I even showed you guys Madison Heer, which is Marshall Heer's wife, and what her wallet looked like, which has her biggest bag was $25,000 at the time, all in loan. She only had $850 in XPR, for crying out loud, but it was all in loan. And I recognized that, and I told everybody on my channel, again, not financial advice, but I said, you might want to get yourself some loan. Fast forward, her bag of loan today is now worth over $1 million. And she still holds all of it. Don't believe me? Go look it up on the Block Explorer. For those that know, if you know, you know, right? But go check out my other videos on the WebAuth wallet if you're interested in getting these assets. Time is ticking, in my opinion. The window is closing. Yeah, get in before it's too late, y'all. But I really appreciate you guys for making it this far. Much love. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Share this video out far and wide. I definitely want to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, if possible. So we're halfway there. So if you can help me out, hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, comment below. And like I always say, if you want to learn about DeFi and how to get your digital assets working for you, especially in this Metallicus ecosystem, reach out to us, Wealth28 Club. The link will be in the bio. Tap in, hundreds of members inside the club, talking, Zoom calls every week. One of the best clubs on the planet, with some of the culture inside there is just amazing. So other than that, much love. I'll see you guys on the inside, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.